Hello, gorgeous, and thank you for joining us today. I'm your host, Kim Becker, and this is Hello, Gorgeous, Everything Beauty, Cancer, and Inspiration on Society Bites Radio, social interaction for the mind and soul. Our guest today is Kathy Friend. Kathy is a nationally known wardrobe stylist, image consultant, and the president of Style and Image Institute. She has styled looks for celebrities in Hollywood, looks for the red carpet events, big advertising campaigns, and political candidates. Her resume includes commercial projects for Redbook Magazine, Wal-Mart, and Kenmore. Being a part of several reality and talk TV shows, she was also asked to train with Stacy London from the famed television show What Not to Wear. But the core of her business is helping moms, business leaders, and entrepreneurs reclaim their inner beauty. Through the years, Kathy has written for several magazines and appeared on radio and television programs as a fashion and style expert. She prides herself as a fashion therapist and is convinced that the right pair of shoes can change your life. Kathy is from Northern Indiana and currently resides in South Central Indiana. Her most impressive titles are Mom to a teenage daughter, Anya, and Wife to Dave. Hi, Kathy, and welcome to the show.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. Thanks.
Good. You know, this morning I was trying to think back. I think we've known each other, I'm going to say more than 10 years. Do you think that's about right?
At least. At least. I mean, it's probably longer than that.
You're probably right. I can't remember like the time, the initial meeting, but I know our paths have crossed so many times with what you do. And we've been talking about collaborating together for a long time. So I'm finally glad that this worked out.
Yes, I'm very excited.
So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about is how did you get started in the personal wardrobe as a personal wardrobe stylist?
Well, you know, it's funny. I get asked that quite a bit, especially from younger girls that want to grow up and do what I do. And I always say the same thing. Just be very careful what you pray for, because one day you'll end up doing what I do and not know how you got here.
That's right.
You know, if I'm being honest, I think that my career found me more than I sought out my career. I've always done this. I mean, even going back to elementary school, I remember inviting a girl to come home with me after school because I thought her hair should be a different color and she would look good in this particular shirt that I had that I wasn't wearing. And, you know, fast forward to college and I was doing the same thing, collecting formal gowns that all my sorority sisters and friends in school could borrow for various dances and things. And so now here I am.
Wow. You know, and you're like an angel. You're like a dream come true. I would think everybody would want somebody to come to my house and go with me and walk through every piece of clothing in my closet and say, yep, keep that. Nope, get rid of that. Yep, that's outdated, but it's coming back. You know what I mean? Like, so what you do is awesome. I wish, you know, I'm sure everybody wishes that they had a guardian angel like you to make sure that we were always fashion forward. So
well,
go ahead.
If you could make mention of that to my 16-year-old daughter, that would be great. She doesn't see my career path as quite a blessing.
You know, I have to tell you, years ago, when we used to do our big fundraisers and I was on stage in front of, 750 people, I never trusted myself to dress myself. So I would go into a local retailer and I would literally just stand with my arms wide open and just say, dress me. Because people like you are a gift to people like us that don't know. And I always question myself. I'm always, gosh, do those two things look together, or is that jewelry too chunky for that jacket? So like I said, you are a godsend to so many of us that don't have the eye that you have. So I'm grateful for people like you.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you.
So you call yourself a fashion therapist, and you say it on your website too, that the right shoes can change your life. What do you mean by that?
Well, I think you can agree with me that we all show our confidence or find confidence through our wardrobe choices. And if you consider this, we've all been there where we're trying to lose a few pounds and we think, oh, I finally lost enough weight to get into that skirt or those pair of pants. And so we wake up in the morning and we put that outfit on, or we're trying a new style maybe. And long about, 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning, we realize that was a really bad idea.
Yes. Yes.
and your entire day, all you can think about is going home and changing clothes. How quick, and you're always fidgeting with your clothes. You're not engage with the people around you because you're too busy fidgeting with your outfit.
That's right.
And if you consider that, the flip side of that, those days where you put something on and you're getting a lot of compliments from the people that you engage with in your day, and you just feel good in your own skin. And just the way that you interact with the people around you, you're a little bit more tolerant. You know, the gal at the grocery store that gives you just a pound, a little bit over the pound that you asked for in your sliced turkey, you're okay with that?
That's right. Yes.
And you know, the stoplight that is not turning green exactly fast enough, you're okay with that. And I think that, you know, when you find the right pair of shoes or the right outfit, it really does change your mindset and the way that you engage with those around you and the way that you go throughout your day.
We know it's interesting. So to kind of parallel with that, so years ago, I was a hairdresser, obviously early in my career, and I went to a hair show and listened to a man speak by the name of Win Claybaugh. And, you know, you have to understand, early in my career as a hairdresser, you don't make a lot of money because you're folding towels and sweeping hair. And so, you know, you do what you can with what you're given. And so I remember sitting in a class with him and him going on and telling us that everything in our closet should make us feel like $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And he paused for a minute and he said, "Do you think I'm telling you to get rid of everything in your closet that doesn't make you feel like $1 million?" And he said, "Yes, I am." And it goes right along with that. You know, from my standpoint, again, why people like you are so valuable is because if I don't feel good, then I can't be the best self that I am. Just like what you said, there are things that don't bug you so much when you're feeling good. So
Absolutely.
imagine if everything in your closet made you feel good, you know, made you feel like $1 million all the time. I can't imagine what this world would be like if everybody walked around with that type of confidence and the right pair of shoes that match the outfit. It would be amazing. It would be amazing.
Well, that's my goal. So let's do that.
Let's do it. I'm with you. Let's do it. Let's do it. So, you know, one of the things it seems like for those that are going through a hard time, be it cancer treatments or a divorce or some other life challenge, what we wear and how we look would be the last thing on the list. But why do you think that that's so important?
Well, because what you wear really does affect your self-talk, especially if you're going through health challenges. If you think about, you know, and I do this with clients a lot, I'll give them a rubber band. It's a pretty rubber band, but it's still a rubber band to wear around their wrist. And every time they have a negative thought about themselves throughout the day, to be conscious of that. And then it's kind of, you know, like squirting the dog in the face when it does something you don't want, to snap yourself. You would be amazed that negative self-talk, what you say to yourself, you would never say to somebody else.
Mm-hmm. You're exactly right.
When you're going through a rough time, the self-talk that you have is so negative, and the positive that you need to encounter or bring about to kind of negate the negative, so to speak, is so much greater. Mm-hmm. So I think the mindset that we want to have, especially when we're going through those negative times, if we think positively, let's take a divorce, for example. If we think positively that everybody's going to come out of this where they need to be, everybody's going to, you know, do what needs to be done in this situation. No, it's not good. It's not okay, but I'm okay. I can do this on my own. You will. You can. If you wake up every day and you think to yourself, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm a failure. I'm never going to be able to do this on my own. You won't.
That's right.
So really, you know, picking yourself up on those days when you feel your lowest. And, you know, I've been there. You've been there. We've all had those days where we just feel miserable.
That's right.
And we don't want to get out of bed, but we have to because we have kids.
That's right.
Those are the days when you put on your brightest lipstick, your favorite pair of shoes, you know, those great jeans, and you go out into your day and you just force yourself to just power through. And I promise if you do that, it helps.
I agree. And I've watched it. You know, it's interesting when we do our Hello Gorgeous makeovers, we go through a checklist of, you know, clothing sizes and that kind of thing. And so when we do clothing sizes, it's also, well, what does her style of clothes seem to be? You know, is she more trendy? Is she more boho chic? Is she Mother Earth? You know, tell me what it is, and then we'll try and find something. And I remember one makeover in particular, they just said sweats and a sweatshirt. That was her. And she had been a school teacher and was no longer able to teach school because of her compromised immune system. And I just said, gosh, I just can't believe that I hate to invest in her. I feel like she's worth more than just a new pair of sweats and a new sweatshirt.
Sure.
And so I remember getting her like a pair of jeans and a shirt and a really cute sweater that went over top of it. And you would have thought that we gave her like an Emmy Award. She was prancing around that room. It really is, when you don't feel like getting up and putting on your best face, if you were to get up and put on your favorite shirt or your favorite pair of jeans, whatever that looks like, it really does change your attitude for the day. You're so right with that.
And I've seen that so many times in my career, and that really is the motivation and, the force behind what I keep doing and have done for so many years. I've had women tell me, and all I did was give them a great outfit. And they've said, my husband told me that I look beautiful today, and he hasn't said that to me in 20 years. Mm-hmm. And all I did was put on the outfit that you suggested. Now think of what has that done for that relationship?
That's right. It's the ripple effect, right? When you feel better, you look better, you feel better, and then you don't even realize the people around you that you get an opportunity to change.
Absolutely. I mean, and I kind of joke around a lot that what I do is so much more than a new top or a pair of pants, but it really is. It's more there's a lot of psychology behind your clothing, and what are you saying to the world through your clothes? That's right. What are you saying? This is how you should treat me because of what I'm wearing.
That's right. That's right. That's a great point. And I also feel that, again, that's why you are angels in so many different ways, in this world, because what you do is you tell us what looks right for our body type. So it's not just that color would look good on you, but that color with a jacket that's going to hit you right at your hip bone. Or you should never wear a jacket that's longer than your waist. You should always wear a jacket that's, like a bolero that's always at your waist. And so I think what you do is you just take it and you enhance it. You take it up one more level, which shows off the figure that you have and shows off all those positive qualities of your body type.
It's interesting when I go into a lady's closet after I've given her, her set of rules for her body type. I think inherently we all know what probably looks good on us, but we hold on to all those things in our closet that don't look good on us, and we keep trying to make them work. Mm-hmm. We all have those things where it's like, I'm going to wear that dress today, and you put it on, and you're like, yep, nope. Well, I will come into a closet and say, well, you know why that doesn't work, why you've never worn it? Well, it's not the right color. The neckline isn't correct. And look how long it is. It's hitting you at an awkward place on your silhouette. Oh, then all of a sudden you can give yourself permission to get rid of that thing that's taking up space.
And so that was one of my questions that I had for you. So when you talk about, cleaning out your closet and you have things that you haven't worn in a while, but I'm hanging on to them for whatever reason, what is your rule of thumb to get rid of a piece of clothing?
Well, I think, step one in going through your closet, of course, you're going to feel better at the end of it because you've purged and you've gotten rid of a lot of the clutter. But remove anything from your closet that you don't wear.
Okay.
Not necessarily if you're not ready. It's an emotional thing. If you're not ready to get rid of it, that's fine. Just pack it away or put it in a different closet. But if you can't remember the last time you wore something, take it out of what I call your current inventory.
Okay.
So it's not even an option. And the reason I say that is when we go shopping, we have a tendency to say, oh, I don't need anything. I have so many clothes at home. But do you? I mean, do you really wear everything that you have?
No.
So if you can visually see what your options are in your current inventory, it's very easy to figure out what you need and what you don't need. Mm-hmm. And you can give yourself permission to spend a little money to get those things that you need. But for, step one, get everything out of your closet that you don't wear. Step two, get everything out of your closet that isn't the right color for you or that doesn't fit. And, it's so funny. I hear so many times, well, I'm going to fit into that when I lose 20 pounds. Well,
yes, we all say that. Yes.
Isn't that? Yeah. Well, yes. When you lose 20 pounds, how about rewarding yourself and go and buy a new whatever that is and let somebody else love on that thing who is that size today. Because just having it sit there isn't motivation for you to lose 20 pounds.
No, exactly right. Actually, sometimes you get upset because I used to be able to wear that, now I can't. And so, you know what I mean? That can go the opposite direction too. That can make it negative as well.
It can, because then you think, oh, maybe today I've lost enough weight to try that thing on. And then you come back to what we said a couple minutes ago. It's 9:30 in the morning and you want to go home and change clothes.
That's right. That's right. And so are you a big one for, I guess, kind of enhancing what you already have in your closet? Like once you purge it and you decide these are the things I wear and these are the things that look good on me, then if you take someone and you go shopping, is it about complementing what they already have? Or do you do a lot of where you just literally pitch everything and you go shopping for an entire new wardrobe?
Well, I think it's, I about 50-50. It really depends. It depends on the goal of the person. Some people are ready for a whole new image, a whole new look. And those are people who are going through big changes in their life. And they're ready to kind of reinvent themselves. I would never leave somebody like they do on those TV shows. I would never leave somebody with nothing in their closet to wear. I just think that's mean. I mean,
I agree.
It's mean. And I'm one of those people. I like my stuff. Don't get rid of my stuff.
That's right.
So, once we go through and we get rid of all the things that don't fit, aren't the right color, that you don't wear, let's see what you have and fill the holes with what you need first, and then go back and maybe replace the things that you have with better quality, or, something that's a little bit newer that doesn't show signs of wear. But I never just get rid of everything and start over. You can't, I mean, realistically, who could mentally do that? That's crazy.
I agree. But you don't know if somebody's gone through a big, challenge and they want, if they've done like a big weight loss, they may not have a choice except because things are 3 or 4 sizes bigger. But
sure.
No, I agree. Yeah.
And I've had clients that I've done that too. But we always have something that we'll keep.
And so tell me then, if someone wants to start the style makeover process, what would they do? What would they have to do to be ready? What's their first step?
Well, the first step really is mentally making sure that you're ready to see a new reflection in the mirror. Because
that's good. That's good.
A lot of us, we think we want, here's an example. I thought that I wanted darker hair years ago. I became a certified color analysis, and I decided, okay, I'm going to go back to my natural color. I know you're shocked. I'm not naturally blonde.
But you look really good as a blonde. I wouldn't have known.
I was surprised when I found out I wasn't naturally blonde too. But so I went to my friend that does my hair, and she took me back to more my natural color. And I looked in the mirror, and the first thing I realized is, yeah, I don't like that look. I don't like that contrast. Well, I realized what I liked about myself was the contrast between my dark eyes and my blonde hair. So if you're going to make a change, be ready for what that reflection looks like. Once you do that and you're okay with that, step 2, of course, go through your closet. And then step 3, I want you to start going through magazines or even through Pinterest and find looks of things that you like, that your eye is drawn to. What I have found that a lot of times, if you think about even with your house, there are styles that you like, but you keep buying the same thing because we, as consumers, we shop out of habit.
Oh, yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
So if you always buy black tops when you go shopping, you're only going to look at the black tops. But you might like blue tops, but you don't even see the blue tops because you always buy black.
That's right. Right.
So, what's fun about the exercise and going through catalogs, magazines, or, something online is the rule of the game is you are a supermodel and everything looks fabulous on you. Mm-hmm. So you are not allowed to do the self-talk thing and say, if I had that body, I'd wear that. Or you're not allowed to do that. Everything looks good on you. You're going to quickly realize there's some themes in the things that you like. And then you can start building some of those looks with the things in your closet, or finding the things that need to go on your shopping list that you can add into your closet to create some different outfits.
Well, and that's wonderful. And even just those few little tips, like you said, even if you were to look at somebody and say, yep, you know what, hot pink would look really good on you. And you change that focus from them going from black to, like you said, looking for more of the hot pink. I know you and I had worked together years ago, and I was a participant. You were training some new trainees, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember you saying once you looked at my body type that I should never wear a button down the front shirt. And it was really interesting because I didn't always feel comfortable in a button down the front shirt, but just with my body type and the way that things fit on me, it just wasn't as complimentary as a non-button down the front shirt. And, you know, it's funny so I went home and I got rid of all the button down the front shirts and I never bought another one again. And when I thought back to that, I thought, you know, I really didn't get compliments when I wore button down the front shirts. And so I think that it really is to have somebody on the outside tell you, like you said, we do get in our tunnel vision, right? If you're only used to wearing black, you don't even look at a different color. When you're only used to wearing white, you don't look at a different color. But when you've got somebody on the outside that says, hey, that would look really good on you, or this would be perfect for you, that's the whole world. That's awesome. I think that's awesome. The other thing I went on your website and I looked at some of the before and after pictures, and, you know, it really is confirmation that the right outfit does wonders. You do an event for Goodwill that's called the Little Black Dress. Mm-hmm. And what I liked about that was that those looks that you create for that event, this can be done on every budget. You know,
Absolutely.
You don't have to have $100,000 to hire somebody like you to come in and take a look at that. You can do this on any budget.
Well, think about how much money we've all wasted on things in our closet that we're not using.
Right. Exactly. And there are probably other people that did the same thing. So, you know, like I said, it doesn't have to be a huge budget. So give me what are a few tips for women to think about who just want to put on sweats and not make themselves up a little bit? What are a few tips for them?
Find your best color, which is a color usually that's close to your eye color. So if you have blue eyes or hazel eyes, blues and greens are always going to look good on you.
Okay.
So on those days when you're not feeling great, put on a shirt or a sweater that's that great color, put on your brightest lipstick and your favorite pair of high heels and go conquer the world.
I love, you know, we have a book that's called I Promise to Put My Lipstick On When I Get There. And so I'm a big one it's amazing what a little bit of lipstick and like you said, a good pair of shoes will do. We've got a couple minutes left here. So share a few tips that would enhance a women's body type. As I had mentioned, you know, with my body type, like, you know, I shouldn't wear button down the front shirts. If you've got someone that's a little thick in the hips or a little thick in the thighs, is there something that those people should avoid? Or maybe they're kind of thin in the hips or the thighs. Is there something that like a couple of hints and tips that you can give us just to help balance out what our body looks like?
Sure. Well, one of the fun tips that I like to share is if you feel like you carry your weight in through your midsection or your hips, don't ever wear long sleeves. That makes you look about 4 inches wider than you are. So always push up your sleeves or wear 3/4 length sleeves because that breaks up that horizontal line through your midsection and your hip.
Good to know. I'm going to do that. I'm pushing up my sleeves right now. Okay.
And if you feel like if you have broad shoulders or if you're a little busty or some of us even feel like we carry a little weight through our face and our neck, yes. Always wear a V-neck because that acts as an arrow.
Okay.
And it's a slimming shape that will bring attention back to your midsection and away from your shoulders, and it makes your face, your neck, and your bust line appear narrower.
Okay. Good. Very, very, very good information. So tell us a little, what is your website address? Where can people find you?
You can find me at kathyfriend.com. It's Kathy with a K and friend, just like your best friend.com.
Okay, awesome.
And on my website, I've got some freebies out there that you can click on and download some tips and tricks that can further help you figure out your own style and help you start your own style makeover.
Well, and that's what I was going to do. So we are going to take that little gift and we're going to put it in the show notes, and we'll attach it to this so that they can go to that. Now, is that a form is it something that they fill out, or is it just kind of if you're this body shape, or do you give them a guide kind of to figure out like what their body shape is?
on the freebies page on my website, there's all kinds of information there that you can just click on, and it's a form. You can download it or print it out. Everything from find your best colors, how to create a capsule wardrobe, how to start weeding things out of my wardrobe. I'm pregnant, help, I don't know what to wear. All kinds of information is there. And of course, if there's something that you're looking for and you can't find it on my website, then just email me through my contact button on the website and I will help you through that.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Okay, so we've got 2 minutes left. So what is your go-to power outfit? Like if you are going somewhere and you've got a big, like, do you have one outfit that's the one that you always go to, that is your power outfit?
I wish I could say yes, but that is not, that would not be true. You know,
but yours would be shoes.
Shoes are always the thing that that I focus on. And if you've ever seen me produce a fashion show or MC anything, it's always, I start with my shoes. I'm just a shoe person. That's just my thing.
That's awesome.
And I know that I look good in bright pink, fuchsia pink. So I try to play with those two notions. I wear a lot of pink when I'm on stage. I know it looks good on me. Really, right now, I think one of my favorite outfits, I like jeans and a t-shirt and a cool jacket and a really bright high heel. I've got these bright yellow shoes I seem to be wearing all the time. So right now, that's my favorite outfit.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Kathy, for joining us today. I appreciate you taking the time out to speak with us and sharing your fashion and styling tips. If you have any questions or comments or would like to know more about our guest on our show, or for more information about Hello Gorgeous, feel free to contact me at kbecker@hellogorgeous.org or visit our website at www.hellogorgeous.org. We invite you to follow us on Facebook and Instagram or download our mobile app. Thank you so much for joining us today on Hello Gorgeous, Everything Beauty, Cancer, and Inspiration. I'm your host, Kim Becker, and until next time, stay gorgeous.
Another beautiful day, walking in the sunshine, spending the time with you. Last night we had a good time, dancing in the moonlight and loving the night away. I can't imagine what it'd be like. I can't imagine what it'd be like. I can't imagine what it'd be like without you. I can't imagine that.